So I got back under a barbell in January as I predicted I would, and basically worked my way up from 40 pounds, 20 kilos, very slowly with 4 sets of 10 on most exercises. Um, Started doing squat and bench and squatted most every day, benched a couple times a week, didn't deadlift at all for a few weeks. And then about 2 weeks ago, started kind of starting to fall into a regular program. Basically decided to squat 4 times a week, bench 3 times a week, and start deadlifting twice a week. Still kept with the 4 sets of 10 for the last week of January, first week of February, 31st through the 5th. Squats, as can be clearly seen, approaching and getting over 200 pounds early in the week. Started incorporating variations rather than just squat and bench. Started to do pause squats, added board work back in on the bench press, long pauses on the bench, various grips. So I really started to try and get back into the swing of regular programming. Started putting on knee sleeves, not really to, protect my knees from the weights. They're too light for me to really have any issues with the weight, but more so to get used to lifting in them again. More so to get used to the movement pattern again. Not so much technique work is needed, which is really promising that I didn't have to add a whole bunch of technique work or mobility work. Everything seemed to be kind of where I left off with that. So far there's a couple of changes that need to be made as far as belt positioning. With the belt over the mesh was actually folding against the edges of the belt and kind of folding up and out, and really painful. So I have to play with belt positioning. I'm starting to find a good belt position, low on my hips, and I'm learning how to do sumo. I figure Dan's been after me for a while to learn how to do sumo pulls, and what better time to start learning how to do sumo than when you're basically starting over from scratch. Still doing conventional as well to keep both fresh, I guess. I'm going to train both and use whichever is more developed to kind of, try and get my total up as much as possible. The sumo does feel good though, but sumo always feels good at low weights. And we'll see when it starts to get heavy again. Hopefully that won't take too long.